I believe in myself. So I feel like I'm kind of going in and out quite a bit. Hello, you beautiful people. Hello and welcome back to my channel, and welcome back to Vlogust, where I'm uploading a brand new video every single day in August. If you are new here, I am LuceStephenson, but you can call me Luce because we're all friends here. If you are new, don't forget to hit subscribe and give this video a thumbs up because it really does help out my channel. And don't forget to enter my huge giveaway linked down below. I do one every single month, and this one is massive. It's got so much Makeup Revolution in it as well, so go check it out. And today we're actually going to be doing a Makeup Revolution video as well. So today we're going to be putting the Heartbreakers collection to the test. We have a concealer, a blusher, a highlighter and an eyeshadow palette. Let's see whether it's worth the money and what they're like. So to begin with, I'm going to be starting with the Heartbreakers concealer. This packaging is adorable, by the way. Look how cute, and it's got the little heart on the top. This retails for £6, I believe. Yeah, £6. I've just been having a little look on the website, and they've currently got 3 for 2 on offer on the website, so go check it out. They always do 3 for 2 or a free mystery bag or something like that on Revolution's website. Superdrug are also really good for it too. So make sure you're checking out when they've got offers on. But look at the applicator. It is a little love heart. This is so cute. I got mine in the shade Oat. So it says it's a concealer with coconut extract and vitamins C, E, A, B3 and B5. It comes with 12 millilitres in it, which I think is quite a lot really for a concealer. So I'm just going to, oh my god, this is actually cute as. I'm just going to apply it where I normally would. Ooh, it's quite thin. For my first impression. I feel like the applicator doesn't actually pick up much product, so I feel like I'm kind of going in and out quite a bit, if that makes sense. So I've just put a little bit on to begin with to see what it's like. I'm going to leave it to set just a little bit, just to give it a little bit more coverage, and then we shall blend it out and see what we're working with. So to blend it out, I'm just going to be taking my wet beauty blender, and I'm just going to tap this. Ooh, it's actually really brightening. Wow, that is actually such a nice concealer. It's like nothing like, it's like my favourite concealer at the moment is another Revolution one. It is actually this little bad boy here. This is the Conceal and Define Infinite Concealer. I never got on with the original one. I thought it was a bit too drying. But this one is unbelievable. Like so good. And that one's in the shade C0.05. And I feel like it's totally different to this Heartbreakers one, but the Heartbreakers one, I don't know if it's the colour that I've picked, I'm not too sure. If anything, the other one that I love looks like it's a lighter colour, but it just is so brightening. I don't know if it's anything to do with the vitamins inside it, or like maybe that coconut extract, but that is so brightening. Like my inner corner is so bright. I'm going to put a little bit more on this side because I've realised this side maybe had a little bit more than the other, so it's a bit more brighter. But wow, I'm going to put some in the middle as well, just because it isn't as full coverage as the other one that I have from Revolution, so you do need to put it like all the way underneath your eyes. But wow, if you have dark under eyes and you want to brighten them up, I would definitely recommend trying this. And for the price tag, like, so good. So good. I'm going to put a little bit on my nose. And I'm just going to blend it all again with my beauty blender. I actually wasn't expecting all that much from this concealer, I'm not going to lie. Even though I do love the, like the other one that I've just been talking about, the Infinite one. I wasn't impressed by the other, like the normal one. So I thought, oh, it's probably just going to be hit and miss. I'm probably not going to be that bothered about this one. It's not like part of their permanent like range like the Conceal and Define is. Obviously it's like a Heartbreakers collection, so I didn't expect it to be on the site for as long as it has been, because I bought this stuff like before lockdown. I think you saw my video actually. I did a haul a very long time ago. But yeah, wow. Can you see how bright my under eyes are? Like, I don't know if you can see it on camera. Oh, beautiful. So I'm going to set this in place. I'm going to put some powder underneath my eyes as well, just to protect them. And then we'll try the eyeshadow out. I'm so excited to see what this is like. So I've set my under eyes with the Charlotte Tilbury, I think it's the airbrush powder, and then I've put the Coconut I Heart Revolution scented setting powder on the top, just to catch any fallout and to slightly bake it a little bit. And I'm going to go in with the P. Louise Rumour in the shade 2 to give this a fair chance. I'm going to go in with just a small kind of angled brush to begin with to carve out my brows, and then what I'll do is I'll set it all in place and tap it all over, ooh, bit of fluff, all over the lid with just a fluffy brush like this. So now that we have primed with the goddess of primers, P. Louise base, we're going to go in with the I Heart Revolution Heartbreakers Mystical palette. So it just looks like this. And this retails for £5. Like I said, there is a 3 for 2 offer on the website as I'm filming this, so make sure you go check that out. So this palette has the majority of glitters in it, to be honest with you. It's only really the middle panel of colours that are mattes. The left-hand side and the right-hand side are both shimmers. So we are a little bit limited on what we can do today, but we're still going to make it work. So I think we're going to start with this one to begin with and just lightly put that all the way through the crease. And I'm just going to use a fluffy brush to do this. This is just a Technique one. Would recommend their eyeshadow brushes actually, they're not too bad. So I'm literally just going to, I'm a bit scared, I don't know how pigmented it's going to be. I'm literally just going to run this through my crease. Oh, I'm not enjoying that. I'm really not enjoying that. Okay, straight away I don't like that colour at all. It's such an ugly colour. Why is it so ugly? Oh, it looks a mess. I'm going to have to pack it on. I'm going to have to pack it on and blend because it just looks really, I don't know what the word is. It just looks really patchy. I think because the base is sticky as well, and I've tried to just put a light layer on. It's like, nope. We want it, and we're going to keep it. I think I'm going to have to blend it, like this. I'm not enjoying this eyeshadow colour. Okay, so this is what we're currently working with. I can work with this, I believe. I believe in myself. So I'm then going to go in with a slightly smaller, fluffier brush. I have no idea what I'm doing here, by the way. This is the MAC 224 brush. And I'm going to go in with this red one here, I think. Just going for it. We are just literally going for it. And I'm just going to blend this. I'm going to tap it on to begin with, actually, and then blend it into the crease and into that weird shade. I found with that shade when I was starting to blend it out that it has got a really nice purple tint to it. So I get why it's in the palette now, whereas at first I was just like, I don't understand why they would even put you in this palette, you are ugly. Oh, these eyeshadows are a little bit patchy. I do feel like when you start to blend these shades out, they turn purple. It's like this reddy burgundy, I don't know how to describe the shade that I'm putting on, does not look this purple on, like, in the palette as what it does on the skin. So it seems like we've gone a little bit dramatic, doesn't it? I'm just going with the flow. I am going with the flow. So I think it's time to put some glitter on. I think I'm going to go in with this top shade here. And I think I'll probably mix it with the shade underneath it as well, just to make it just a little bit brighter. I'm going to try and apply it on top of the eyeshadows that we already have on, and see what it's like. It feels really buttery smooth on the finger. That's the two shades mixed together. Let's just see how that applies. So like I said, just use my finger to apply this. Okay, you can tell, but it's not like the Jeffree Star one where it was like really in your face intense. Considering I was honestly thinking about taking this eyeshadow look off, I'm actually really liking how it's turning out so far. It's totally out of my comfort zone. Like, I would never normally go for something this intense, but I'm actually really liking it. I don't mind it. I think I'm going to deepen this up a little bit. I'm going to grab this brush. I love this brush for deepening up the outer corner. This is the Blank Canvas Cosmetics E41 and E41 and E40. So this is the E41 on the top bit here. And I'm going to take that middle dark shade, not the other matte one, and I'm going to take this and put this on the outer corner. I feel like it'll make that purple glitter pop that little bit more as well. I must say, right, considering I have been really packing these shades onto my lid, there's barely been any fallout. I'm actually really impressed. I've gone from being like, about this palette to now actually really liking it. Like, really, really liking it. It's pushed me out of my comfort zone, and like, it's literally £5. They have different colours of this as well. So if you want me to do like the other ones and do a tutorial with the other ones, let me know. Because they are only a £5, so I don't mind like collecting them. And like I said, they're on 3 for 2 at the moment. So all I do is literally just tap it in the outer corner, and then I'm going to go in with the brush that we use, the MAC one, for the second matte shade that we put in the crease, and literally just blend out the edges. But it just adds just a little bit more depth to it, and it just makes the glitter pop that a little bit more. I am going to go in with this one, this glittery one here, with my finger again, and just see if this helps to, yeah, that was a bit more pigmented, just to make it pop a little bit more. I know it's quite bright, but what I'll do is I'll put it on, then I'll put the purple on top of it, just so it's got a bit of a brighter base underneath it, because obviously we've applied it on top of obviously that darker pinker colour, so it'll just make it pop that little bit more. And then again, just going in with that blank canvas brush. I'm not going to add any extra product to the brush. I'm literally just going to tap it over just so it's all blended in nicely with them new shimmers that we've just packed on top. Oh my god, I'm loving this. It's like not my best blended eyeshadow, but I'm actually really enjoying how it's came out. So I'm just going to wipe away that bake and see what we are left with. There's literally been like no fallout. Although if I knew that I was going to do this dramatic of an eye, I definitely would have done my foundation afterwards, just so I could clean up this bit. But I think I'm going to have to just clean it up with maybe some concealer or something. I'm not too sure. So if you're wondering how I've managed to clean that outer edge up, I've basically used the brush that I used to carve out my brows. Whatever concealer was left in it, I didn't put any extra on, which is the Daniel Sandler concealer brush, and I've literally just used that just to sharpen up the edge a little bit, and then just patted it in with a beauty blender. And because I didn't add any extra concealer on, it was already quite dried on the brush, so it didn't kind of slip and slide, and it was just so easy to blend it into the skin. So for underneath the eyes, I'm going to go in with that Blank Canvas E41 brush, and I'm just going to blend this underneath the eye. And this will just help to tie it to, obviously, the flicky outy bit. You guys know what I mean. Then taking the MAC 224 brush, which had that second crease colour on, I'm literally just going to blend that out. I'm not adding any extra product to the brush, by the way. I'm literally just using whatever's on the brush. Like so. And then taking that Technic brush, which had the lighter, weirdy coloured shade on it. Best way for me to explain it. I'm just going to use that just to blend out the edges. Again, not going with any extra product or anything like that. I think that's the best I'm going to get. So I'm back. I have set my face, I put some bronzer on, and now we're going to be trying the REVOLUTION Heartbreakers highlighter and blusher. So we'll go in with the blush first. So this is a shimmer blush. This is 10 grams. This retails for £6, and it comes in a little packaging like this, and then it just looks like this. I was just checking because one of them has came broke, and Makeup Revolution were amazing. They refunded me or asked me if I wanted a new one sent out, so I just got my refund because it's still usable, but it had like a massive chunk. You'll see it in a minute anyway. So yeah, I was seeing if that was the broken one, but it must be the highlighter that's broken. So this is the strong one. So it has different shades, but I like this one, and I like shimmery blush. So we're going to go in with, I think it's just a cheap brush that I got off eBay, to apply this blusher. And I'm just going to literally mix it together. I always like to do the first tap on the back of my hand, because if you tap it on and you're like, oh my god, that's so pigmented, at least you can tell by the back of your hand first. And obviously you're not getting that like overflow of pigment. Wow, that is beautiful. It is definitely, oh, it smells nice. It's definitely shimmery, but not, oh no, it's definitely shimmery. I was going to say it isn't in your face shimmery, but it's definitely shimmery. I feel like with Revolution, their kind of blushes can be hit and miss. I remember trying like their palettes like when they first launched like years ago, and just never really being that impressed by it, but this is absolutely stunning. So I don't know if you can tell that it has got a shimmer to it. I'm trying to improve my lighting setup, so I'm sorry if you can't really tell like much when it comes to cheek products, but I am trying, I promise you. Okay, so highlighter, the broken one. Let's crack this bad boy open. So this is the Heartbreakers highlighter. It doesn't have, I think it might be on the inside packaging, the proper name for it. Yeah, so this one is the shade Spirited. So it just looks like this. So this is what it, oh my god, this is what it looks like. As you can tell, it is quite broke. It is definitely still kind of usable. So, I mean, I'm absolutely caked in highlighter. I've squished it together so that you can see what it looks like. But yeah, it's definitely going to need some like rubbing alcohol or something to really make it stay in the compact, because otherwise it's just going to keep smashing over and over. If you get anything like this where it's broken from Makeup Revolution, just message them on Twitter. They're absolutely amazing, the customer service. They either give you a refund or a partial refund, or they ask you if you want the product sending out again to get a new one. So yeah, I would recommend just getting in touch with them. The customer service is always been really good for myself. So let's see what this one is like. I'm just going to do the same. I'm just going to mix the two shades together, and then let's just apply this straight to the cheek. Okay, so it's not as pigmented as what I thought it was going to be. I was like, put quite a bit on my brush, but I was thinking, I best be careful. But actually, it's really buildable, which sometimes I actually prefer that. Okay, so if you have large pores, do not get this highlighter, because it just emphasises your pores. But I mean, it's beautiful. Pores don't really bother me all that much. It could also be because I have a matte foundation on. I'm currently filming the Maybelline Foundation Friday for the Superstay foundation. So if it isn't already up, it will be coming soon for a Foundation Friday in August. But it could also be that. But wow, that highlighter is beautiful. It smells really good. Like, smells really, really, really good. Just like the blusher did. I'm just going to put a little bit on my nose, like this. Wow. That is beautiful. Look at that shine, baby. Shining, 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 shining now. Shining now. Oh, I've got highlighter everywhere. There's highlighter all over my jammers. Everything just full of highlighter. So I'm going to do my brows, put some brow gel on. I'll do my lips, and we'll be back in a moment to have a bit of a roundup and see what I recommend, what I think was alright, what my overall thoughts were. So I'll be back with you in basically a second. So this is the finished look complete. If you're wondering what I've put on, I've basically put on the Anastasia Beverly Hills Dip Brow Gel. Just literally brushed it through my brows, and that's it. Done. Shebang. For lips, I've put on probably my favourite, I do think it's probably my favourite lip combination of all time. If they said to me like you could have one lip liner and one lipstick for the rest of your life, it would be this one. And it's MAC Saw and MAC Creme Cup Lipstick. Love it. Love it so much. And for mascara, I put on my Benefit Bad Girl Bang, which is amazing, really, really black. And I feel like it stands out really, really well when you've got quite heavy makeup on and you can't bother putting eyelashes on. So, this is the finished look. I hope you enjoyed it. Please do let me know down below if you want me to do looks with the other palettes, because you have like different colour ranges, not just purple. Because I'm actually really impressed with this, and I feel like it is worth the price tag. Obviously, it is only like £5, but it's still a fiver. Like that's still £5 that I could be wasting if it wasn't very good. So yeah, let me know, because I will. I would be more than happy to do that for you. Don't forget to enter my huge giveaway linked on the screen and check out my other videos, and I will see you tomorrow for a brand new video for Vlogust. Love you so much. Bye guys.